Hello, everyone.
Hi.
We're here. We're live for the public for change of pace for not a 24 and 48 situation. That's weird.
Who are we?
I don't know. I needed content. That's who we are. I needed content. And I said sprints, and you said yeah. Hello. How was everybody's Tuesday? Everybody I know in the States had a long weekend. Hopefully it was good, and y'all had a fun time.
You know all about mine.
I already know all about yours.
I took a nap.
You did. You took a long nap. Meanwhile, I just read 2,000 some pages of Mafia books between Thursday and Monday. It's fine.
What you did.
This is the thing I did. Hello.
Hi.
Yes. I forget things too. I forget things I'm on sometimes. So it's fine.
I remember the date vaguely. And Panic text Izzy, do we have sprints today?
And you're usually a day off.
Yeah, I'm usually panicking a day early.
It's in our shared calendar is the best part of all of this, though.
We do have a shared calendar. Yeah. The sprints from Sunday didn't make the calendar.
I know. Well, because we hadn't decided yet, because we weren't sure what was going on. Cold. It has been chillier than usual, I feel like, for May here. We have not had as many hot days as I expect. Ooh, it is late for you. But fair. Listen.
Well,
you're night owl. It happens.
It's all part of the game.
But yeah, so we're going to read this evening, probably until about 9 Central-ish. So 2.5 hours of reading sprints. Is that right? Did I math? I think that's right.
Yeah, we were going to go from 7:30 to 10 my time.
Yeah, so it'd be 2.5. Okay. I was like, I think I'm doing math correct, but I'm not the math person, so it's all a guesstimate. But yeah, that's the plan tonight. I'm really excited because I have a lot of things I need to finish and have not finished. And projects, because I took last week off blogging, and then this week is still project blogging. So I'm reading for projects. It's fun. Hello. Fun-ish, I guess. I don't know. I'm not enjoying what I'm reading. It's just
it's not what you were reading.
I'm out of those.
It is not what.
Well, let me rephrase that. It's not that I'm out of Mafia books. It's that I don't.
You're specifically out of those books.
I'm out of the ones that sucked me in and made me marathon an entire series. And then
those were the ones the girl told you to read.
Yes, they are. At our little Valentine's Day event, we went to hello. But yeah, I did all that, and now I'm like, well, now I have like assignment reading kind of, because like I have to finish Firebird for the live on Saturday. I have to get caught up and through book 3 for the live Saturday. But also, I want to, is the thing. Like, I enjoy those. They're really fun. But I'm out of the other Mafia, so in September for the next release on that other series, which is the one you were interested in. But I do think you would like book 1, A Love Most Fatal.
Yes.
It's A Love Most Brutal or something for book 2.
I would like to read it.
I think you would enjoy. When you are in a Kindle mood, I would pick it up.
I've not been in a Kindle mood.
I know. Weirdo.
But I've been killing the physicals.
You have been.
I've been killing the physicals.
You have been.
I finished role playing.
Mm-hmm. Finally. Took you a year.
I did Unromance.
You did do Unromance.
I did Done and Dusted.
Mm-hmm.
I started a book and DNF'd it 65 pages in because it was so fucking cringy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It was so freaking cringy.
It's fine. It's early. I guess children could be awake. But yeah, listen, she read me a passage and I was like, oh no, you have to DNF that book immediately.
It was so bad. I was like, I need you to hear
and
this.
I have a new hot take, so from it.
She does have a new hot take.
And it's that comedian romances, only one can be a comedian. It cannot be a dual comedian romance. It's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. And that's okay. And I have to read, I also had to read Cups and Campfire, which is the members pick for this month, and finish reading Sweetgrass, which was last month's pick. But I had to take a breath from it, because nonfiction can just be a lot. I either finish it very quickly or it takes me a while. So it's fair. May, what are you reading? Because I have a huge stack. So I figured we can talk about what you're reading because I think people are going to be excited.
I have 2 books picked out right now.
You do.
So there's a reason there's 2. So I have ice cream. So I have, for those of you who don't know, broken my foot. So I'm on very limited things that I'm allowed to do without getting fussed at.
Yep.
Isabel specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So
This is true.
You're the only one that fusses at me anymore. I have a book cart of 30 plus books that I need to read. So I've been reading them. And I have like this little thing and I draw a book out. Anyway, the book that was drawn was Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. And I have put this off
for years, as long as I've known you.
Which this is this book for a very long time, and I have put it off because
4 years at least. I feel like you've been putting it off, possibly 3.
I think Bree bought it for me,
so probably 3,
at least 3. I think Bree sent it to me for my birthday because it's the old cover.
It is. What is the new? I don't even remember what the new cover is. Oh, it's those flowers. That's right.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the new cover?
It's like the flowers, and they're all different colors, and there's long shot, block shot.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I believe, was an arc, according to the back at some point.
Oh, interesting.
So, this, for now, if it gets too heavy, I'll let Isabel pick my next book, and that's Across the Line by Simone Sultani.
Sultani, yeah. Because I think you'll like it. And it's your favorite, Brother's Best Friend, which we both really enjoy.
I do love a good Brother's Best Friend.
It's a good time. Good time for all. Yeah, don't worry. I have fully prepped her on the content notes for Long Shot, which you've already like kind of gotten some of it probably in the first couple chapters. So
yeah, well, because I specifically asked.
I'm so curious about the Baby Dragon Cafe, so I would like to know what you're thinking of it so far. It has like come on and off of my TBR. It's this really cute little, like, I think it's a romance. But it's basically like a cozy romance fantasy with a little baby dragon at the cafe. Like, the cover's really cute. Hello. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
You wouldn't read it because it's dragons, but I'm curious about the one. So I am like 20 minutes left in Murder by Memory by Olivia Waite, which is a 2 hour and 20 minute, if that, audiobook at regular speed, at one time speed. I'm listening at like 2.5 because it's so short. I do that often on novellas. I'll turn down the speed even more. But yeah, so I have like 20-ish minutes left in this. I'm going to finish that. It's interesting. I don't know what I think of it. I almost think it's too short so far, but we'll see. It could wrap up beautifully. So who knows? Let's see. We've got Sorceress Comes to Call, Undertaking Heart and Mercy. Okay, nice. I enjoyed Undertaking of Heart and Mercy. I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it for the most part. It is very much a You've Got Mail retelling, which is interesting. You would not like it because it is paranormal-y-ish.
You had me, then you lost me.
I know. Yeah, I think I had it on my TBR, or it was on my radar, or I kept seeing it. I don't know. Finished your book, so you gotta find a new one. All right, fair. Sword Heart. I love this. Case File Compendium. Okay. First, okay. I love this. I really still need to read Don't Call It Mystery. It's going to be in my next volume 1 video. But we have a stack. Because I have not read, I've read 2 volumes of manga this month, and it's the 27th. So.
But she read 2,000 plus pages of Mafia books, not counting the fan fiction she read in the long weekend.
I mean, I'll out myself. Hold on. Well, I haven't updated. This is the best part. I have not updated my like fic tracker. Like I'll just copy the link in and then like I go in and update it later. So I haven't done that yet, right? And hold on.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you because I haven't even put in all the word counts. So I'm going to do that. That's actually what I'm going to do while I finish this book is get word counts. I'm closing in on 800K in words read this year. And I started in February. So we're going to hit 1 million before we know it. And this month is close to rivaling February when I dove back into fanfic in numbers.
We did take a deep dive in February.
Well, it tracks because like we did our deep dive in February. We were getting like a sprinkling. We got our movie. So now things have picked up again and I'm reading more. Yeah, I could see that. I haven't read Divine Rivals, but I could see that from the letters. I know it is actually like a You've Got Mail inspired thing.
It's a cute cover.
Mm-hmm.
I won't be reading it.
No, it's a cute cover though.
I love this for you guys.
Picked up 4 Elsie Silver books. Nice. No, I don't know anything about Elsie that's
I don't think she's
bad.
problematic.
I've not read her. She doesn't like her books don't super appeal to me personally. But that was me when I read Done and Dusted. Yeah, The Lilac Sages. I just was in.
Dusted.
You did. I made you finally read it. Well, I didn't make you read it. I told you about it and then you finally read it and are like, oh yeah, I get this.
Thanks, Morgan. And then the guys at work, we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I've already told you this. But she read a cowboy romance. And then I offered it to him.
You should bring it into work tomorrow.
I brought you a present.
Okay. You should be like, I brought you a book. I'm not gonna read that book. That's really disappointing though, that I didn't have better editing. This is such an issue now though. But now the MCs are together and it's flowing better. Okay, so that's fair. I'll keep that in mind if I read it. So manga wise, we have My Happy Marriage Volume 5. We have Apothecary Diaries Volume 12. And then I'm current until like the fall. The guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all, which I'll probably read first. And then I have 2 volumes of Witch Hat Atelier. You're curious about this one? So she wears like a mask at work and is dressed very masculine. It is actually one of her classmates, and they both love music. And if you were going to read manga, I almost feel like you would enjoy this one because they talk a lot about like grunge and stuff and that like various American music that we listen to.
Okay.
But yeah, so she's at work with like the mask on, and you can't tell that she's not a guy, and she has a crush on her, and she thinks it's a guy.
I couldn't decide if it was a like quote unquote mistaken identity, right?
Yeah.
Or if it was she thinks I'm a guy, but secretly I turned into a werewolf in the night, or I'm a lizard person. There's a range that it could have been.
I mean, fair.
And that was simply not, that answer was not on my radar at all, because I expected it to be like, oops, surprise.
No, so it's our classmate is what it turns into, it's really cute. Hello, Morgan. You already got a shout out from May about her reading Done and Dusted.
I finished Done and Dusted, Morgan.
She did. I'm very excited for her to read more, but I know you got to read your other stuff. Whoops, I'm kind of gay genre. Yeah, that's fair. I enjoy that as well. It feels a little better than like some of the Gay For You and stuff like that can feel. So, in books, we've got a yes. Hello, Vina. How are you? But yeah, so I'm gonna finish Olivia Waits, and then I'm gonna pivot to manga for a bit because, like I said, 2 volumes. We're not gonna discuss how much fic I've read instead and Mafia books. It's fine. I'm fine.
Everything's fine. This happens though, and if you look at February and May, we know why.
Yeah, it's on my shirt.
I was gonna wear my U.S. Army J. Barnes, but I couldn't find it. I'm not wearing them right now.
Yeah.
So in honor, I put on the Knicks.
Fair.
Still
I don't know. I put this on off my haircut, and this is what I've been in all day. So this is currently my comfort sweatshirt, so it's fine. It's just the right thickness for summer in the AC when I get chilled, but I'm not like too warm in it. Hello. But yeah, I'm very excited. Murder by Memory, I will say right now, weird. That's all I got. It's weird. I don't have full thoughts yet, though.
I love that for you, question mark?
It's a weird sci-fi. I mean, I enjoy weird books, so.
I know.
Ooh, how was Mrs. B's Hot Girl Summer? I was looking at that one on NetGalley the other day, and I was like debating it, but I didn't know if I would like it or not. I couldn't tell for sure if it gives the Danielle Allen vibes, kind of like the Plus Size Player and Curvy Girl Summer, or not. I enjoyed Celestial Mechanics. I need to read the other two in that series, but like also fair. It felt a little long for what it was. I do think. I think there's a lot of craft in I think it's 100 pages or just over 100. It's a very short novella. Like it's not even 200 pages. 103 page novella. So I feel like the craft to like make that work and like me have an opinion yet at, 59% is fine. Like I feel like it is that thing where you have to kind of be in it and read it all and then have an opinion.
Yeah.
It is weird, but I like that. Like basically your mind is stored in a book that you can like update, and then you keep getting regenerated into new bodies, like robot bodies, kind of.
That's okay.
So she's a detective and she's in someone else's body because they committed a crime, they think. So she's trying to figure out what happened. So Plus Size Player is so fun. The audio is great. And oh my goodness, it is so steamy. Like they are boning like in a couple chapters. And lots of risky public sex also. But I had a good time. I had a good time.
Just like the scene in Dead and Dusted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where she told me, and this isn't verbatim, but essentially, if you're going to read this at work, make sure nobody's standing behind you.
I did. And I was not wrong to tell you that.
No.
Mm-hmm. I was like, because there's a spot where if somebody's standing behind you and they read that, they're going to go, what?
Wait till I take it and give it to one of the guys. And I'm like, here, read this. Have so much fun.
Yes, my volume just shipped. I'm very, very excited for it. That is also part of why I'm like, I need to read the stack I have to work on it. Yeah. We had a whole discussion. No. I will go download it. Listen, I just downloaded like it's the one you read. I just downloaded the finished Sex Pollen book because it finished.
Did love the Sex Pollen book.
No, I haven't read it yet.
Oh, we talked about Sex Pollen.
We did because you read some of it, and I think it's the one that just finished. It's like 76 chapters. I just downloaded.
I like the Sex Pollen.
Listen, I am very excited for it. I'm very excited for it. I'm looking on. Is it on AO3? That's my question. But I will go find it.
The fic.
I'm assuming AO3. Google is not my friend right now. This is the worst part of trying to find fic that people rec. I bet maybe it's in this.
Yes, Morgan. This was the conversation we had.
Okay, no, that's same. I was like, I would have puked if that was me in real life, but that's fine.
I would have punched him in the throat.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. But in the book?
But in the book?
Yes.
Absolutely. Do it again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Call me. Okay. Hold on. I can go find it now.
Because it was a good book. We had a fun time.
It's a fun book. They're very fun.
Every time I wanted to cringe or be upset at something she said, I was like, I have to see where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And it would redeem itself.
Yeah, and it did. It did.
Every time.
Oh, come on, AO3. It wants me to... I'm logged in. I love when it acts like I'm not logged in. Okay, I logged me out. I take it back. It's like rude. Okay. I found their profile. I will find this on our first sprint. Listen. It's all I need. I've been sending like the long ones to my Kindle, and I haven't started many of them. I mean, I have been reading like ones that release weekly and stuff, or like every 3 days, etc. But
we have our faves.
We do.
We have our joint faves because they just, if they turned any of
one of our joint faves is returning to it, so I'm very excited. I cannot wait.
Which one is returning? Who's not been writing?
Starlight.
Oh yeah. I've been reading a lot of Navy.
I have too. On my last vlog, if you're curious, there's a link to my spreadsheet. But we can also do that. I can add to my spreadsheet a link of our favorites. But yeah, I don't review on my spreadsheet or anything, so I feel okay sharing it.
Because we need to. I don't know if it's on there. Do you have Chubby Baker Bucky on our spreadsheet?
I don't know if I do. I will. Hold on.
He started it all.
Mm-hmm.
He started it all over again. Chubby Baker
hold
Bucky
on.
and Peach.
Mm-hmm. I know. We love him.
God. I loved Chubby Baker Bucky.
Okay. May I'm emailing it to you so you can edit. But yeah, we will we'll update that, but you can save that. But yeah, I linked it finally. I was like, okay, y'all, I'll link it. No judgment. No judgment. No judgment. But yeah, I linked my Google Sheet. Like I said, I literally like have to go in and update it today, but it's fine.
I got it.
I don't have a problem. I just sent it to you that way so you can edit it. I don't want everyone to be able to edit, obviously.
Fair. I got my notes for my doctor's appointment today too.
Whoa. That was quick. But yeah. Teague. We will dish it back at you is the problem, Teague. Just saying.
We will come back.
You are in my Discord. We will.
We do have a channel in Izzy's Discord.
I was like, that's said with love also, but we will dish it back. Don't worry. We do. We do have a Bucky channel going in the Discord for my members, which is top tier. Best thing ever. We just made that choice one day and it was like, yes, this feels correct.
Yeah, this is what we're doing.
But yeah. No, I don't read. There's one I'm reading right now that Steve's with her, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on in this one. Because Bucky's like taking care of the kid a bunch. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening or if Peggy even exists. But yeah, I don't do most of what I read is Bucky Reader. So
do I keep my Peggy hate to myself?
No, you can share. We've
like, shared many times. I hate Peggy Carter.
Well, so like the one I'm reading, like I'm really curious because like she's not really mentioned. Besides like that, sometimes she picks up the kid, but not often. And I was like, this is weird, but it's cute. Otherwise, is the problem. So as long as she's not talked about extensively, I'm fine. But yeah, Peggy's terrible, awful.
She is the worst, and I hate her.
God awful.
I was so mad when I watched Multiverse of Madness, and she showed up as Captain Carter. I just about came up out of my chair, ripped the screen. I was like, no, we're done. We're not doing this. I'm not doing this. Nope, take it back. Take it back, T.
Is T defending Peggy?
If Peggy Carter has no haters, I am dead.
I didn't mind her show. This is the problem. It's not the show and it's not Peggy. It's how a certain movie, not Civil War, Endgame, right? Is that right? Endgame ends. It's the Endgame issues.
No, mine's not even that. My issue with Peggy is that she knew what was happening and she didn't care.
That too.
She did not care what was happening to her, the love of her life's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody was keeping you hostage, Isabel, and brainwashing you, and I found out that the love of my life knew about it, heads would roll. And
this is true.
They just run off and live a happily ever after and leave Bucky. Oh my God, I'm now suddenly no longer brainwashed and I don't know what to do. And I'm in the modern era and I've never seen a phone.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't do that. That's rude. That's mean, and I'll take her because she knew what was going on and you'll never take her on.
I don't love the shield scene either. Where she like gets pissy with him because of the flirting in the first movie.
It's literally, if a man did that, I would be ready to throw hands. These hands are rated E for everyone.
Okay, but also, like, I didn't mind her show. Her show was fine. I enjoyed the show. I don't like Peggy and Steve together, though, at the end of the day. That's the problem.
And they did not have enough to ever have me consider that going back to Peggy in Endgame, sorry if I'm spoiling like an 8-year-old movie, there's never been enough evidence for me to think that him going back to Peggy made sense. There were a million ways we could have gotten Steve Rogers off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of any of the ways that make any sense, we are going to send him back in time with this woman that he knew for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When we have 3 movies, 3 whole-ass movies, 2.5 hours plus movies, dedicated to saving Bucky. Because that is all those movies are, is saving Bucky.
Yep.
And I love a romance through and through. But that wasn't it.
Yeah.
I also just don't like Haley Atwell. She gives me the ick.
Fair. She did some weird shit too, though, in her like promo stuff, which was weird for the show.
I also didn't like that Steve kissed Sharon in Civil War, but that's its own set of issues. Because did she try to shoot him over that? Because he kissed her. He did that one.
Yeah. Those two. Toxic. They're toxic together, yes. As I said, like, I feel like I don't think their romance works in the MCU at all, and that's part of the problem. And it's not great. Yeah. I just think they could have done better all around, the writers, all of it with the stuff. Yeah, this too. I feel like there's no romance in the MCU because there's not really time for one. They're not going to take the time to build it.
I don't.
Wanda and Vision, that's it.
Wanda and Vision is fine. Star-Lord and Gamora, okay. I don't care about Guardians that much.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I get it. You're stuck on a spaceship together for an extended period of time. You're going to have to do something.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. But then Pepper and Tony, okay. Boss secretary situation. Icky, but I get it. You're stuck with him all the time. Mm-hmm. I understand. Outside of that, there's nothing.
But yeah, you're not wrong too. Most of the women in the MCU deserve way better. Yeah.
Because you've got Scarlet Witch, Black Widow, who gets sacrificed and then gets a movie. That doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
Which I don't even think that was a bad movie as much as people thought it was either.
I thought it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. But I like David Harbour, even with all of his issues. Like, he does a good Red Guardian.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The only reason I would watch Love and Thunder again is the post-credits scene.
Yeah. But then I'll just do it.
Well, you just find it on Tumblr. It's fine. I think I've sent it to you enough that it's in our text messages somewhere if we want to go back that far.
Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, most of the time the women deserve better.
There is a theory that Stan Lee was the one that wanted Tony Stark to go into Victor Von Doom. And like that this was Stan Lee's plan all along. I don't know how true that is, but that's the running theory that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about all of it yet. We'll see.
I've never seen Star Trek, but Chris Pine's in it, so I'm right there with you if you need me to help you fight about the movies. There you
go. I will only fight about very specific MCU items.
My hatred of Peggy Carter, I will always fight for, and the fact that all three.
Okay, that is not true because when we were sitting at the theater, we got this guy came up to us and started talking to us and he brought up Peggy, and we had to be like, yep.
He was so proud of me.
He was so sweet. He meant so well. Sweet. But I was like, oh, we have to be nice to him, May.
And I was.
You were.
I was very nice to him. That's okay that you don't recognize the movies as being Star Trek canon. I just know he's in them and he's pretty. So, and I will fight for Chris Pine because he is shocking. Hold yourselves, the best Chris.
You're not wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. I just feel like it's shocking coming from me that I say this about Chris Pine.
No, because he's just vibing.
Everybody's unproblematic aunt.
He's our favorite, not a lesbian aunt. Like,
he doesn't even have a cell phone.
Wears those shorty shorts.
He wears the shorts and he just lives his life. And Chris Evans is out here getting hair plugs and marrying 27-year-olds at 40-something. And that's icky. And I can't justify that.
Yep, pretty much.
So Pine is and has objectively been for the longest time the best Chris. Mm-hmm. He is also in one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time. So.
Yeah. I
watch it regularly.
Yeah, everybody agrees. He's the best Chris. He is. So we've chatted for 3 minutes.
You were very distracted there for a while, so I just kept ranting.
I know. Well, because I was trying to find I got it. I downloaded it. I'll send it to you. Okay. So you can send it to your Kindle if you want. But I was getting the fic. And then I updated my spreadsheet while we chatted about Peggy. Because I don't have to chime in. I'm with you.
I know. That's why I feel confident in my Peggy hatred.
Oh, Gary. Okay. Let us know what you're reading. I'm going to zoom in a little on this. Maybe. A little better. It felt very far out. The timer?
Yes.
Okay. Like when I looked at it on the screen, it looked very far away.
Morgan is not wrong. There are more.
This is true. Normally it's just my members. And so it's like 10 of us usually in one go. And listen, this is about how it goes for members friends too. It's fine.
We have a good time. I kept watching the time.
I also
cut me off. She's not cutting me off.
No, Mom was texting me something also. So something else was going on. It's fine. So we're going to read for 45. We will be back. Let us know in the chat how your reading's going, what you pick up, all that good stuff. And we will be back. I'll be finishing A Murder by Memory, a murder, whatever it's called. And May is reading Long Shot. So you won't cry until the end of the book, like towards the end, probably.
Okay.
Middle end. So you should be good for sprints.
Okay.
That's the good news. We will see y'all in 45. Don't get startled by the cat.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
How did everyone do? Real question. Okay. It reads
I'm on page
quickly.
92. It really does. Like I looked at one point and I was at like 30 something, and all of a sudden I'm almost on page 100.
It reads really fast for how heavy it is.
It's very heavy.
Hello. We had some people join as we started our first sprint. Claim to fame. Okay. Fun. Someone else enjoying our MCU hot takes. I love it. I hope job applications go well. It's never fun. Yes. This is always the worst part.
That is the worst part, and it is my biggest complaint as an HR professional.
Updating region rules and having dinner is good. Teak also had dinner, it looks like. Hello. 3 chapters. That's a win.
Yeah.
I know. I was trying to catch it, but I was so hooked into this that I missed it because I tried to stop it early and talk instead of it meowing.
I was glancing,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew I was getting close, so I like skimmed a couple paragraphs.
Yeah.
And then I was looking, and I was like, it didn't go off. It's at 0. What is it doing? And then it went off, and I was like, okay, never mind. It just has a slight delay.
Yeah. Sweet Obsession, love it. I do. That's on my TBR for June. I will be reading it in June. I just got Tender Cruelty as an arc, so I do have to actually read Sweet Obsession now. And then we don't get the last book until June next year, which is fine. I'll survive, maybe. 4, 5, and 6. Okay, fun. Do love Something's Wrong with Us. Work Husband by Octavia Grant. All right. I love this. I still need to read that book. I can't wait to send you the text my mom just sent me, May.
Oh no.
Okay. Not a no to the audiobook of The Dragon, The Baby Dragon Cafe. Interesting. Okay. See, usually I feel like choppy writing does better on audio, but that's not good. I finished Murder by Memory. I think it's like a 3.5. I'm still gonna read the next book. It's really interesting.
Okay.
Because basically you find out why she was killed and this like weird money scheme she was running. Which I guess is a spoiler. It's 100 pages. You're gonna read it in a sitting. But I think it does the thing that a lot of Tor novellas do well, which is like a really interesting story very quickly in a different setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm curious. I am pages left. I mean, pages left in this. What?
I just found what we need for our next.
Oh, that's cute.
Our next one. They
4
also have
chapters. Nice.
droids.
That's really cute. Okay. Fun. I love this plan for you. If you have questions, because I know you're in the Discord, Samantha, tag May in Discord. She is happy to help.
Always. I work in HR.
Yeah. So like if you truly like need help, just
tag me, send me a friend request, and send me a DM on Discord.
She's happy to look over stuff and all that.
I am
like
always happy to help.
Mm-hmm.
You just let me know that you need it.
Silver Elite, interesting. What are we thinking of it? I just don't think I'm interested in it, so I don't think I'm going to try. But I'm curious what others think. Yeah. Okay. Really flat narrator. Fair. That's fair. That doesn't work. I also talked to Grumps for like 5 minutes. I told him we were on sprints, so.
Good. He missed his opportunity, and he never responded to my team's message, so he doesn't get a phone call. Because I said, so I'm the annoying little sister now?
He told you I didn't respond because you're annoying.
It was the first message I've sent him in like weeks. He bothers me. I don't bother him. I have no reason to bother
You're
your
the annoying little sister. I know. That's fine. It's just funny. But yeah. I don't know. Murder by Memory is interesting. I'm glad I read it. I'm glad I bought it. Like, it's cool. It's such an interesting little. Oh, mom just texted it to our group chat.
Our group chat?
Yes. Hi, mom. So now she can see your reaction too, and she's probably trying to keep it together right now and not laugh at us laughing. I love it. It's a good time. Good times all around. Big Papa is a riot. Big Papa is a riot sometimes.
I say this all the time. I don't say it to your mother enough and when your mother's watching enough, but I love your mom. I say this all the time.
My mom's a blast.
I love your mother.
I know. She knows. She's unintentionally everyone else's mom also in my friend groups, I feel like.
But I'm the third child.
You are the third child. So I also got texted this like terrifying road my brother drove on this trip they're on, and I was like, no thank you. No thank you, I'm good.
I might move to the second child if your brother doesn't get it together. He might be the third child.
He might be, who knows, it could happen. If you provided a grandchild, you know, maybe.
No, thanks. This is like a nightmare. Look how cute.
Oh, that's really cute. You are on an Etsy deep dive right now.
It popped up on my Facebook.
I know. I figured you got an ad or something.
Yeah. Oh my God, the Mickey waffles.
Oh, I want Mickey waffles.
Look at that. It looks like a Mickey waffle.
That's really cute.
I love everything about that.
Okay. I don't know this one, but that's fair. I feel like that makes sense. I have I'm doing a volume 1 blog again in June, and that should tackle like half or more of what I have now again. So I'm not allowed to look at volume 1 right now until that shelf is empty. So if it's good, let me know, and maybe I'll put it on my pick up eventually list.
The Flower and Garden collection is adorable.
Oh, do love Flower and Garden.
Look at this.
That's so cute. I like that. That's really cute. But I do have a question. Should I read My Happy Marriage Volume 5 next, or Apothecary Diaries Volume 12 on the sprints? I've got like 3 volumes of spicy manga pulled to read in bed tonight, because why not? They're quick.
I don't know what either of them are about, so I'm going to say 12 because it's a bigger number.
Okay. This is the one where she is like an apothecary and does stuff. Okay. Apothecary Diaries it is.
I found yours for our next Disney World trip.
Okay.
Because I know, and this is not a joke, I know how much you love this character.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
I'm not joking.
No, you also immediately became a Figment fan. Let us know.
The best.
We're like, I get it.
Whole ride was I was a little tipsy, and I was sitting between Isabel and her husband, who is, and wonders why I call him Grumps.
God. Literally, the video I sent members of you two on Tower of Terror, because I won't write it, and he's just sitting there cross-armed, and you're screaming. Does not care. He does not care.
We had
there are tons of photos of me and him on rides, and he's just stone-faced, flat. And I'm screaming.
Every ride we rode, and he rode every ride alone except for that.
He was like, I know I'm the third wheel. It's fine. I'm waiting for him to text me that he's watching and be like, stop talking about me. I do have volume 13 for Apothecaries, but I was going to wait to read it till closer to the next release. Because we don't get volume 14 until like October.
I thought you were going to say that you weren't going to read volume 13 before you read volume 12. And I was going to say, yeah, Isabel, duh. That's how numbers work.
Rude.
I was really confused there for a second.
No, I just was gonna like read this one and then sit on at 13 until like right before the next one releases, possibly.
This is how I got sucked in. They had the Mickey ice cream bar
Cute.
on my Facebook.
God damn it, Morgan. Okay.
Morgan, why are you talking her out of what?
Everyone else said, but if you're telling me it ends in a cliffhanger, I'm waiting.
Morgan.
I'll read My Happy Marriage. It's thicker, so that's fair. It'll probably take me most of the time. I also could read. The other option is I could pick up Witch Hat Atelier. So I do want to read through like volume 8 of that this month if I can. And then I'll only have 5 volumes to be current next month. So that's the other option. I could read Witch Hat Atelier instead of Apothecary, since apparently it's a cliffhanger. I mean, I could just also read 13, but I don't know.
I mean, I would forget before 14 ever came out, and we know this.
I actually do weirdly well at remembering manga. Weirdly well.
I'm glad somebody knows, because I have never.
Book series, other story. I think manga, it's because we get them like every other-ish month usually, or every 4 months. Like you pick it up and you kind of like pick right up where the story left off. Whereas I feel like in series, sometimes you're not quite picking up the same place. I don't know. Manga I retain. I do not retain books though in series that well. Either way. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll probably just do My Happy Marriage because that gets me current until the next release. This probably also ends in a bit of a cliffhanger, but that's fine. Okay. I was like, how much this is a... They stick like chapters in the back. And I was like, this one has more text than I expected, but that's why it's so big. Let's do another one. We'll get at least one more in because we chatted a bunch, I know, early on. May, I was going to tell you, I could not get to the master list for Chubby Baker Bucky. Her Tumblr is like broken right now on links, maybe. So I was going to ask you to check later. I have added 2 favorites that I recently had to the spreadsheet, though, if anybody wants to like have stuff to pull out specifically.
Oh, what a dad husband, Bucky.
I got one of those the other day. It was really cute. Really cute.
I was watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then I just got mad.
Fair.
And then I just got mad, and then it froze, so I turned it off because it's getting on my nerves. Because it wouldn't.
Fair.
Because John Walker showed up, and I
don't like John Walker either. Except for when he made the comment to ride Bob into the sky. That was funny, and that fic was fine, but it made me giggle. So there's that.
He is and will always be one of the biggest pieces of shit.
100%. Unredeemable. But riding Bob into the sky is fantastic imagery.
He said Cap's line.
I know.
And he said
it at that.
You. And I said, he did not just say that. I know he did not just say that. Hands can be thrown.
Hands will be thrown.
Hands.
I got mine today too. I got my Run Pussy Run and Nikki the Driver today, even though I haven't run Nikki yet. I put them up on my shelf. They're so pretty. Yeah. Hands could be thrown. Listen. An important scene. I'll read 12, and then if I feel like I need to, I'll just immediately read 13. That's fine. Yes. Exactly.
Yes.
That was both of us in the theater together. We were like, excuse me?
He said that, and I looked at you and I said, I know he did not just effing say that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that was not just said in my presence
Yep.
by somebody that doesn't get to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think I modeled my craft. You didn't do shit.
Nope.
Not a good
Nope.
soldier, but a great man. That's all I'll say. And I don't blame his wife.
No.
I'd have kicked him
It
in the
was a
nuts.
sin. You're not wrong. It was a sin. Absolutely.
Apparently, though, and for what it's worth, I don't hate Wyatt Russell, but I still can't see him as anything else but
Yeah,
John
no.
Walker right now. He did argue to not say that line because he knew it would make people mad.
Well, the poor man already has like a hate brigade.
And like,
Listen,
I
I've got
hate him specifically, but I will hate on his character all day, every day.
I've only gotten a handful of John Walker fics, and I'm always like, why are we here? No.
What is wrong with you?
But I'm always okay with him being the ex. Or the asshole in any fic I read. So there's that. All right, let's read for 45. I'm gonna do Apothecary Diaries. We'll see. I'll go run and grab 13 if I feel like I can't survive.
Okay. I'm trying to get to Angry Things Starlights.
Okay. I was like, it wouldn't click for me, and I was like, is it me? Am I the problem? Maybe I'm the problem. I don't know. Is
I
it
don't
me?
think I'm the drama.
I am the drama. It's fine. Drama finds me? Any of those. It depends on the situation.
I know my best option here
Mm-hmm.
is to find her fic.
Probably.
There we go. I can always count on Bucky and Militia and B to get me where I need to be.
Oh, 100%. I think that's the other problem is that has taken over most of her feed right now, which is fair. I do enjoy them a lot.
Ooh.
I've been, again, my Mafia mood was spurred on by Bucky fic. Full stop.
Just for everyone's viewing pleasure. Him and his Dyson Airwrap curl.
I love his Dyson Airwrap hair.
And then they pushed it back.
Mm-hmm.
Hands
for me.
thrown.
Custom made for us. Absolutely delivered to feed us. It's fine.
But I have to have you hold me over till December 2026 now. And that's not enough.
I think it's funny because you were rewatching Falcon and Winter Soldier, and I was debating rewatching Falcon and Winter Soldier.
We've been on the same brainwave today. It's been very
really weird.
It's been very strange.
The brain cell is being shared and not just occupied by one person.
No, and the brain cell on my side, you're so welcome. Everyone needs a little Dyson Airwrap Bucky in their life. The brain cell on my side has been super focused on you.
Yeah, which is really funny.
Also really funny.
It is.
Because she called me and was like, we're debating my next hair color. And I responded with, I've already got it planned for you.
She literally goes, I already know what you're doing.
I already have a plan. And she
was like, okay.
What? And then I told her the plan and she was like, oh, hold on a minute. This is great.
Because this is gloss right now because pool season.
Yeah.
And water season and sun season.
I've got a plan for Isabel's hair.
It's a good plan.
It's a fantastic plan.
And it was funny because I was like, what if you did this to my hair? And she was like, I was already thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like, you do my hair like this. And I was like, already planned it. Already had that thought. We'll practice next time I spend the night with you. Or you spend the night with me.
Yep.
Have no fear.
I do need to get those clip-ins, so. Because I think that'll.
Sure. I gotta find my actual, like my good rat tail comb.
Mm-hmm.
Like my metal ended one. And we may need a little bit of gel.
That's fair. It'll have to be on dirty hair.
We have plans.
Or you might have to do the air wash or like a dry shampoo, I guess. Sometimes we'll have to do some texture stuff to get it to stick.
But test my texture spray.
Yeah.
And then some gel just to keep the part nice.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a plan. I've got a plan.
You do. This is why I have a May. She can do things like braid my hair that I can't do. Literally.
And I do want Claire to put her in whatever position I need her to be in to get the little bit I want.
No, I know.
This is happening.
Like, what are you doing to her? And you're like, don't worry about it. It's fine. I don't
Put
care.
your head over, Isabel. God. I want to braid the bottom part.
Exactly.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'm excited. I sent you what I think I'm gonna get for the hair. I think it makes the most sense. It's like a black brown. But we'll have to look. And if they don't match, we'll change it. Anyways, let us know what you're reading if you're changing books, if you finished anything. We're gonna sprint one more time because we keep chatting. This is what we do. It's fine. We will be back in 45. Hopefully we can find this fic. We'll see. I do believe in May. Did you find it?
No, I just saw your picture from your book.
Mm-hmm.
From your manga. I hate to say it, I love them, but I love them so much.
No, I know. But like if you were gonna read a manga, this would be one that I'd have you try. So there's that. All right. We'll see y'all in 45. Okay. Before it scares everyone, hopefully.
The Millie snore to open it was great.
She is knocked out. I know she's mad because I was gone like a large portion of the day today. So I know after this I'm gonna have to sit with her for a while.
You neglected that poor baby, and she'll never know peace again. She's never been loved, and you've never been good to her ever in her life. And I can't believe you would think differently.
I know. I'm the worst. Absolute worst. I did finish this volume, and I actually was updating my spreadsheet as I like clicked over because I was like, I bet this is about to go off, and I was correct.
I put it in the chat as you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw it, but
yes.
I found.
I was super confused. I was like, I didn't type this.
Yeah, that's why don't ask. This works for us. Mm-hmm. But it is an entire master list of all the Chubby Bucky, just in general.
Yeah.
So there's no additional notes to it yet. I'll go in and add more, and then I have a lot of my favorites reblogged on Tumblr, so I will go through at some point, maybe this weekend, and fill that in for you because I don't have a ton of. My car's getting new tires on Saturday.
Yeah. So we right now, I mean, we might go to Dino World on Sunday. We haven't decided yet. So
yeah. So TBD. I will try to take some time this weekend, maybe Friday night, and put my face in that spreadsheet.
Who knows? Maybe we'll sit on FaceTime this week and both go through and grab stuff for favorites. I grabbed my two most recents that I really have liked, one of which I've sent to you. Welcome as a member. Enjoy.
If you need to join the Bucky Barnes Discord, let us
know. At some point, I will just probably, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But she just joined Discord, so I just set up her permissions for it. So good to go.
Listen,
60,
bringing everybody together,
always and forever. That's good. I feel like that's good. That's a win. 84%. That's a win. Yeah. This was so good. Yes, it is kind of a cliffhanger, but I actually think I'm okay. I think I'm okay waiting.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go double check while we chat when 14 comes out. Because but Jesus, this is my frustration with Apothecary Diaries every time. There's so there's the books and then manga, so I'm like, hold on.
Oh,
October 7th. So I think I'm gonna wait on 13 until a little closer, maybe in September during 30 and 30. But I really liked 12. Up to chapter 21, that's a win. I love it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a fun volume, and I'm intrigued. So like, if I decide tomorrow, I can't wait. Obviously, I'm gonna read it, but we're gonna try and have some patience. I have so much to read. Truly. How is Long Shot?
I need to punch Caleb in the throat so fucking hard that his entire family lineage feels it.
Fair.
I want to take his dick and just rip it off of his body with my bare hands. Because let me tell you, fortunately, and I don't say this lightly, I've never been in that situation. And I will tell you all what I have told Isabel, our entire friendship, and what I have told everybody ever, and that is I ain't never met a man I was scared of, and it sure as hell ain't starting today. That would be a dead body.
Fair.
Fair. Unfortunately for her, he's got a lot of eyes on him.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite as simple as that, but it'll
smack me in the mouth and see how fast you lose a body part.
Yep.
There's a reason I am short.
Again, we've had this discussion twice this week because of something Grumps did at the airport on a flight. But we were like, we already have a lot of audacity. We were not tall for a reason.
If you could hear the way, and I don't say this lightly, the way I talk to the much taller, much buffer men I work with, you would know that I have all of the audacity because I have told one of them, I will stand and yell toe to toe with you. You don't scare me.
Yeah.
Because I know you're not going to hit me. Because if you hit me, your life's in danger. And you know
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And he
But
said,
there's no reason to get violent. It's fine.
no. And he said, no, I would never hit you. I like it when we fight like that. I'm glad
Uh,
you pal. I hate it when we fight, but I'll stand toe. I will 10 toes down.
listen, I am nothing else but a brat. It's fine. And it is what it is.
But I'm very excited for them to get together, and I'm very excited for her to get out of this because it's making me so anxious.
Yeah, that's why I warned you. I was like, you're gonna like it, and it's worth the read because I was like anxious the whole book.
I'm so anxious, and I hate it.
That's a long shot.
Any problems?
But it is like so well done. It's hard not to appreciate at the same time.
It's been very good.
And it like pulls you through quickly in a weird way.
I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to hate August if he doesn't get it together.
Fair.
Dipping his wick and everything that moves. Stop it. He just took the fall.
Yeah.
So I'm on page 153.
You're flying.
I'm flying.
So it is a book. My advice, if you haven't read Long Shot and want to, is to almost try and read it in like as quick a sittings as you can, because it just
very
helps.
Very rarely do I pick up 2 books at once.
Mm-hmm.
This is not my norm, but
no, you're not like me.
How heavy this book was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I needed to have something that I could cleanse the palate with. So like I'll get through. It's like 440, 445. So I won't get halfway tonight. And if halfway, it's still very intense.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to palate cleanse with something that I'm not going to have dreams of murdering men.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Who is the publisher for Apothecary? Square Enix. Okay. I was like, ooh, I should know this. I usually remember, but I did not today. No, that's fair. It's a lot, truly, and not in like a bad way. It's a lot.
I will say I do love how much he already loves her child.
Mm-hmm. I love this.
I fight with our 6-foot plant manager on a daily basis.
I mean, I fight with Grumps all the time. It's fine.
Grumps is your spouse.
I know. We don't really fight though. I just get sassy, and then he's like, "Whatever, go off, be annoyed." Nice. Okay, we've got. Okay, so the Emperor's Caretaker is cute enough. I might try it at the bookstore then. Even because I'm not opposed. Like I said, I definitely have to. Okay, I was looking at this cover the other day, so
I was like, say, Bucky Barnes would never.
I literally just read a Bucky last night. I'll send it to you.
If he acts like this douche nozzle, don't.
No. He saves
John Walker behavior.
No. It's called Who Did This to You?
Okay.
Yes. It's the cleanse you need. Over. It's the cleanse you actually need tonight. Post this book.
Because this is intense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't typically do very intense emotions.
No, I know. I love that book though, like deeply. I do think you'll really, really, really like Real. Like I think that'll be your favorite Kennedy Ryan though.
I know that's pretty much everybody in the group's favorite Kennedy.
I think so. Well, that's the one where she's an actress and he's a director and she has a chronic illness and it's so good.
I know that was the big like selling point was that it was such good chronic illness rep. I know you guys have talked about it a ton.
We have.
I'm finally getting the stickers off the back of this book.
Good.
It has been killing me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take it to work tomorrow. Never mind. I don't get to read on my lunch tomorrow because we have a training and I have to go buy sandwiches for everybody.
Oh, boo. You're not allowed to read on your work lunch anyways.
I'd like to see one of them rip my book.
I just feel like that's not going to go how they think it's going to go. 2, I like that they think they're strong enough to do that. They're not.
Did I not tell you about the other day when they tried to rip a magazine in half?
No.
Okay, so I guess I need to, this is public, so I guess I need to preface this with, I work in a factory with about 90% men, and some of them, God love them to death, morons. And I tell them that lovingly. You're a moron. This is a regular conversation had by me and these guys. Typically about personal stuff, never really about work stuff. I approach it with a much different lens. If you're telling me something about your personal life and I think you're being stupid, I'll tell you you're being a moron. Anyway, so we had a Uline magazine come in.
Mm-hmm.
So, those are thick.
Those are thick.
And they have really weird pages and weirdly thick covers.
Okay.
We get 3 of them. Nobody knows why. We got 3 of them.
Okay. 3.
The plant manager and my best friend are trying to rip these in half.
Like that?
Yes.
Not at the spine?
Like this. And then they start watching YouTube videos about it to figure out. The plant manager's sitting there with his phone propped up, holding one of the magazines. And he works out constantly. When that man is sitting still, he has one of those weird grip things working his grip strength. Okay. Tossing it back, and I hate it. I look at him and be like, I need you to put that down.
Grumps has one of those, has those grip strength things. Yep.
So she's
literally, it's so funny. Like, I always get the funniest stories, and I'm like, God, it's too much testosterone, and they don't realize it.
They do not. They tell me everything.
I know too much about all of them.
I don't even tell you everything.
And I still know too much.
They spent the last 25 minutes of our lunch trying to rip a Uline magazine in half. So if this is a Friday, mind you, keep this in mind. So at the end of the day, the plant manager, because I'm usually his last stop and we walk out together, comes in, and while I'm packing my stuff up, we're chit-chatting, and I'm like, what are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to learn how to rip a damn book in half. That's what I'm going to do this weekend.
Oh my God, I love it.
I come to work on Monday, and he's like working his hand funny, and I was like,
did you do it?
And he goes, I couldn't find a book thick enough to fucking phone book. So yeah, I'm not afraid for my book in any capacity.
But this too. They know.
The one that made the threat often buys my lunch.
Yeah. That's fair.
He's my best friend.
He's your work bestie.
He's my work bestie. I tell the plant manager all the time we're besties for the resties, and he just stares at me and walks away.
He's like, no.
And sometimes I use kid slang at him, and he looks at me and he goes, my kid says that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm on the uptake here.
You're like, unlike you, I'm not old.
I'm not old.
That's like Grumps and one of his employees. The two of them will use like the kid slang, and then they'll be like, I have no idea what I'm saying.
I don't even know what this is. My favorite part of all of this is that I've tormented the poor plant manager, and I'm going to eventually sneak a cowboy romance into his office.
You are. You're gonna find a used copy of Done and Dusted, and it's just gonna end up in his office. And then, like, you'll slowly just start buying other weird cowboy romances at half price and just kind of hide them in there.
They'll end up behind his Hello Kitty Care Bear and the unicorn pin in his office. My boss hears, she's heard us fight, like have absolute arguments. And she goes, I love your relationship. I'm like, why? We're fighting right now. I'm mad at him. She goes, you won't be in 10 minutes. I said, I wouldn't be mad at you in 10 minutes if we had the same fight. That's just how this works.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do it out of work and then it's over and it's done. It's fine.
And sometimes I would rather you yell at me about something that has nothing to do with me. But sometimes I look at him and go, why
this
are you
is true
with me?
I do think like a bunch of Harlequin-y like cowboy romances.
My only issue with that is he's going to ask me about them. So they want to start a little free library.
Yes, they do.
He said no, and I said yes.
Mm-hmm. Which means it's going to happen.
He said no because he's not going to like any of the books that get put on the shelves. Which I looked at him and said,
"You literally have your DNF from today. I wish like it would be perfect.
Yeah,
you have your DNF from today. You go stick it on there.
None of them are going to enjoy that book. Nobody's going. I wish I had brought it in here just to read those excerpts.
I don't want to hear them again. So I'm glad you did it because I was like, this is terrible.
Do you know how, like, I love stand-up comedy. Whose Line Is It Anyway is my comfort show. Do you know how bad your comedy book has to be for me to DNF it?
Yeah. I do like the idea of, like, the mini frogs in people's houses are ducks. You just have to, like, cowboy romances keep appearing. And, like, one day he'd walk out to lunch and some of the guys would be sitting there reading it.
They need to. They need to start a romance book club.
They need help.
I work with these men. I know how they are.
Fair.
One of them thinks that if he brings me a Snickers bar, I won't be hateful anymore. Is he wrong? No. Did I need him to call me out like that? Also, no.
You know, you win some, you lose some.
Also,
literally,
I'm the only person that knows where the good chips are in the plant. So every time I come walking through with a bag of pretzel twists, I get weird looks.
Okay.
And I was like, well, you all should put up the snacks last Wednesday. Then you'd know where the pretzel twists were. And HR and her boot wouldn't have been dragging boxes around the plant.
Snickers. There you go.
He did bring me Christmas tree Snickers at Halloween because he found them at the dollar store. And he knows that Christmas is my favorite. And I love a Snickers. I'm very spoiled. I cannot leave my job right now.
No.
They have me spoiled. I was
told you got good there.
That they would rather have me than my mini fridge. Because I told him he could have my mini fridge if I died.
Okay.
And he was like, well, I'd rather have you than the mini fridge.
Fair.
I was giving away weird shit last week.
Yeah, you were. The last week was weird. It was a weird week. I don't know what this week's shaping up to be. It's weird.
I was only there for 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
It's a short week. So. It's the one blessing. It is a short week.
And it's already Wednesday, basically.
It's already almost Wednesday. This is true. Anyways. That's that for these sprints. Thank you for indulging us in lots of Bucky chatter, y'all. We do appreciate it. The members get it all the time.
Constantly. There is
this
is always brought up.
But worse for members sprints, I guess, would be the example.
There's more cursing, and I get a lot more animated, I think.
Probably, but it's about this, but maybe a little more.
A little more chaotic. We have had sprints where we've said we're going to sprint, and then we just talk for 2.5 hours.
We have. It does happen, which is fine. Since these were public, I was like, we do actually have to read.
We did. I read so much.
We did freaking fantastic. But yeah, we do this twice a month for my members, and I don't know. I might try to do some more sprints this summer, maybe. You are usually asleep, but it's our favorite. I love that you like show up for the first sprint, and then I know you've gone to bed, and it makes me happy. I'm like, she's getting some good rest, like she needs. We all need it.
But if you want to see us more, pay to be Isabel's friend. You get me for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Morgan. This is a big deal.
It is. I'm really happy to see you back to it. Anyways, I'm going to play the outro. We will see y'all soon. Like I said, we might try to squeeze in some more sprints over the summer here. And I think we have a 24 and 48 coming soon.
We've started tentatively discussing. Discussions have begun. Dates have not.
It's Izzy with a side of May. Exactly.
It's buy one, get one free.
It is. It's buy one, get one free. 2 5'3" terrors. It's fine.
It's fine.
But yeah, we will catch you all soon. Bye.